a good girl, she barely go to club. I changed her life, now she like fucking on the thug. Bitch bad, I'm on the skin just like Doug. I told her she my light, I'm tryna leave it on the bus. Got a bad bitch in my ride. Yes, sir. Rolling down on a rock. Yes, sir. And you can see it in the eyes.
And if you don't look at the camera, I'm gonna beat you up.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Watson's channel. My name is Mike. This is
Janae.
This is our YouTube channel. So today we are just going to be like conversing with y'all, really with each other. Hopefully y'all enjoy the video. If y'all do, please
Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to stay tapped in, make sure you turn your post notifications on, okay?
Yeah, all that. Alrighty, so today we're gonna like be conversing really with each other, with y'all, just like talking about how life has been since we met each other, like what things are new but good to our relationship. Do you want to start off?
Yeah. For me personally, I've always been the girl who's like, I don't need a man. And like, he has completely changed that for me. But it has been very hard to get used to the feeling of being safe, especially when you never have had that or experienced it. So it's been really, really beautiful and amazing and fun. And I've been able to just kind of be vulnerable and be submissive and be happy within that. But it's also been very, what are you doing?
Nothing.
It's also been very, very hard because, like, you know, people be saying this all the time on social media, but like your first healthy relationship after like traumatic relationships or just like toxic relationships is very, very hard, because not only does it like challenge the perceptions that you had like of men or whatever partner you choose, but it also challenges your perception of yourself. And I have a secure partner now, which is something that I don't believe I've experienced ever. And he challenges me in the best ways. I have an anxious attachment style and abandonment issues. So I've never really had a partner who has seen me and also like somebody who doesn't judge me for my trauma and who like actually gives me constructive criticism and ways that I can improve and challenge myself to be better without like making me feel bad about it. So that has been something that I'm really grateful for. And beyond that, like, we just get along so well. And it hasn't been easy, but like being with him is easy. Like it feels right.
I'm up. Yeah, I'm up.
Yeah. He can tell you how great I am.
Yeah. So things have been wonderful. What's your favorite? Phenomenal. That's her favorite word. I'm not going to tell you why, but
Hey.
it's her favorite word. Phenomenal. She sees me. She's very considerate to my emotions. Like I'm not a fan of arguing at all. Like I don't like arguing. So like if I feel like if the vibe to me started to feel like, oh, I'm about to argue, I'll be like, I'm gonna talk to you later. I'll talk to you later, because I don't want an argument. You know, I'd rather like have like a calm scene, which is good, because she doesn't like value being like the loudest or being heard the most. She just like every person, we want to be heard, but she lets me like speak my piece, just like I let her speak her piece. I think another thing as well is like she allows me to like be a protector, like be like what she needs. She doesn't like in some aspects. I'll be honest. She's getting out of the routine of like I don't like for her to open doors. Like, cause my mom ain't raised me like that. Like I don't let mom open the door. You know, like mom would be pissed if mama was to come here today and see her open the door and I'm right there. Mom would probably like slap the shit out of me back of my head, because like that's how, I'm not raised like that. And so doing things like that, or like trying to open a jar or something, and it's like, no, I'm right here. Like you don't have to do all this stuff alone, you know. And so that's good to see that, just from a standpoint of like her softness, like not like she's a soft person, but like I can't explain it, like, but it's like your soft touch, like the way you talk to me, like I can't explain it, but it's just like a soft, like, ooh, I like how you, I just like I guess like the vibe, like your vibe is just very like soft toned. I love it. She challenges me as well. Like obviously we're doing this, and for the longest, like I've been very uncomfortable like recording myself. Like I got like 35 YouTube channels, and the reason why I stopped them because I became uncomfortable with like recording myself. And so now I'm like in a gym with like 40 people recording my damn self, stuff like that. So she definitely challenges me to step out of my comfort zone. Like she's very invested in me, meaning like I think it was like earlier this week or last week she tried to play Call of Duty. You know,
Yeah, it did not go well.
I had to help my baby. I had to get her a kill on it.
I
And it's,
almost
yeah,
killed the guy by myself,
yeah.
but I shot him once and then he saw me and then he blamed me like bad,
So things like that, like
dancing on my body and shit.
to all the Call of Duty trollers, fuck y'all.
Right.
Even though I be trolling, I do. I be trolling.
Man.
I be trolling bad, bad. Also, I've never experienced a person who thinks like me.
Mm.
Like we can be out and we'll see something and we be like something and it be the exact same thing. Like the exact same thing. Or like we be watching something. Like last night, Anthony Davis had like this weird ass face during the basketball game, and we both was like looking at his face because he was like, I don't know, it's weird. Like when we always be like, you like right
We
here.
right here.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, keep them coming.
Yeah, I got a lot. I can keep going. That just says who loves each other more.
I love him more than he loves me, but he won't admit that. But it's okay.
You talked for like 2 minutes. I've been talking for like 10 minutes now. Ain't that right,
Y'all
y'all?
see how he's trying to do me?
Right. If y'all mic game, put the M's in the comments
No,
because
y'all know where it's at.
yeah, because I'm
Big Nay in the building.
yeah. I think another thing is like she allows me, cause okay, some of y'all might be like in y'all feelings when y'all see this, but a lot of women say they want a man that's emotionally intelligent when it's convenient for them.
Can I chirp in?
Huh?
Can I chirp in?
Can I finish the statement?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, baby.
But the difference is here is that she actually requires a man that's emotionally intelligent and allows me to be emotionally intelligent, which is a great thing because like sometimes like especially in the beginning I'd be hesitant to say something or like I'm like I'm okay, I don't want to talk about it, but now I'm okay with talking about it. I might not go into as deep as certain things just because like the deeper things go to things I reflect on it and it's just some like self things. But she definitely allows me to like be emotionally intelligent and tune on my emotional side, and definitely values that as much as I value it. So,
Yeah.
what you have to say, baby? Where you got piggy off with our shit?
Well, to that point, I was also gonna say that I wouldn't have agreed with you before, but I do agree with you now about some women say they want an emotionally intelligent partner, but then when they have one,
See, I was right.
they're not necessarily ready to like experience it. I'm gonna give an example though, like in like a past situation, I would say I want an emotionally intelligent man, but then like when I would get an emotionally unintelligent response and I was able to just kind of like retreat and not have to really deal with a certain situation, I got comfortable doing that, and then having a partner who is emotionally intelligent, and then actually having to face certain emotions or like learn to express myself instead of just like bottling things up or just expecting certain reactions or certain responses. That was something that I am still learning, because it's easier said than done, and some things are truth, but they're very hard to hear, especially if you do have insecurities or anything that has been triggering you, etc. Like it can be hard, but I do always want to hold space for him the same way that he holds space for me. Um, so that's something we've been working on together. That was you holding space?
Yeah.
Let's do it together. Oh, I thought we were gonna like do them together like this. There you go.
Yeah. So things been good over here
Real good.
for sure.
So yeah, guess where we met? We were on vacation no, I'm just kidding. We actually met online. um he had we were on, it was Facebook dating. Okay, Facebook dating, and I personally wasn't on there looking for anything serious. I was just kind of like playing the field, whatever. And I saw his little profile. Said, oh, he look good, he look good. So, you know, I was like, I give him a little slay, give him a little heart, you know what I mean? And it was an immediate match. And I think it was the message. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was something along the lines of, well, like I was an answered prayer, or like he prayed for me and God blessed him.
This is where I come in.
Oh my God.
So, right, same situation, just like cool. Y'all learn about other situations later, but I seen it and I'm like, ooh, because I read like through the bio and she's like emotionally intelligent, like required and other things like that. And I saw she was from New York, but I was like, I really don't care where she's from. Like I was like, cool, she's very beautiful. And I had already like, set the prayer up. I'm like, hey God, how is your boy real quick? Cause she is put her in my bag, right? And so I remember like holding a conversation with my mom about it because she told me that she prayed for my dad. So that's what she got. We all go through life and trying to figure out the person that we're supposed to be with. So I don't know when I realized we matched, but I was hell excited though. I'll tell you that. I was hell excited. Yeah, and then I want to say like,
Literally, we started talking like off the bat, and like at first, I'm gonna be honest, y'all, because like if you know, like when you be talking on dating apps, like men be saying anything. So I thought, he was just playing up there trying to the little dude. So I was, I was chatting with him, but then like as we were talking, I was like, wow, he's like really cool. And so we ended up exchanging Instagram.
Yeah.
And then we started talking on there. Literally immediately, like we were talking, like he sent mad voice notes, and then after you had sent all the voice notes, you were like, oh, I should have just, which was really smooth. He was like, oh, we should just FaceTime. Like I'm doing all the talking. So yeah, you knew what you was doing. And then what was it, baby? 4 days later?
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. She we're not gonna talk about all that what she did to give me. Yeah,
what?
But yeah.
What you talking about?
Them pants she was wearing.
Oh. Well, we didn't even tell them. So literally, like as we were talking, we were like, we wanted to see each other. I think you initiated like, well, when are we gonna? We're not no pen pals. Like, let's.
I was like, dang, like when can I see you? She was like, slow your roll. Still like 4 hours away, and I'm like, 4 hours ain't shit. Like,
and so that that gave me a little indication. It was a little bit of a test, like just to see where his head was at, and it was an indication that he was, still willing to do what he had to do to see me. So we set it up, and he came to come see me. Literally 4 days later.
I was on the road. I'm driving.
Oh, I can't wait to tell him what you did. Go ahead.
Huh?
You was driving on the road. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah.
Yeah, I got there, but I'll let her explain everything that happened. My mom, my dad know the rest of the story.
Okay, so y'all, he texted me at around, I think 7. It was like 7:00, 7:15, and he was like, "I'm 20 minutes out." I'm like, okay, bet. Mind you, I've been, I cleaned up my crib, got cute, put a little outfit on, put my lotions and my little perfume on, getting all cute for him, and put the pants on, the little tight booty pants. And I'm laying on my bed watching TV, and next thing I know, a whole episode done finished of my show, and I'm like, wait a minute. He said he was gonna be here in 20 minutes. I'm texting him. I'm like, you good? And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be there soon. So I'm like, okay, like 10, 15 minutes later, he's like, oh, I'm outside. So I'm like, cool. So I finally go, I go outside and I'm looking around. He's not outside my door. So now I'm like, is this a setup? So I go back in my apartment and I get my phone and then he's like, I'm here. So I'm like, okay. So I go back outside. I finally see him. Long story short, this man got there at 7:30, like he said, 20 minutes later, and sat outside for like a half an hour to an hour. I don't even know.
I sat there 20 minutes.
It was a half an hour.
It was 20 minutes.
It was a half an hour. Whatever. We can agree to disagree. He sat out there for a significant amount of time, letting me think that he was still on his way so that he could see if it was a setup. Whole time, I was in my room watching TV.
Okay. Listen. You meet people online. Motherfuckers out here weird. I mean, people out here weird, y'all. Like, people out here really weird. And so I was like, I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know. So I sat outside to see if anybody will go inside the house, any come outside the house. Ain't no movement happening like that. You know, so I told her that I was on my way. Even though I was outside, I wanted to see some movements go happen. Nothing happened. I was like, all right, cool, we good. But when I got in the crib, I was looking through everything.
Yeah, he went through my cabinets and
Everything.
everything. He didn't sleep, like. And now, y'all, he be in the bedroom.
Well, we stay together now, so.
Period. We what?
We stay together.
I love when he said that.
Yeah, we stay together. So,
Yeah, we come a long way. We come a long way.
Right now, we are in New York, but we're planning on moving like to Dallas, Texas right now.
Mm-hmm.
We went there for our first vacation, but we're about to go on our second one here soon. Actually, we're going to Bahamas.
To the Bahamas.
Yeah. For me, as far as like just trying to get a more understanding of like what I'm trying to do as far as youth development and content creating as far as basketball, and then like it's Texas, it's warm, cost of living is lower, and you get a lot of land for like a less amount.
And the taxes?
Yeah, taxes is it's not really a fucking thing basically. So, yeah. So that's I guess on my perspective, and also I just want to show her like the other side of like things because she's only used to New York. So
yeah, he's lived like a good amount of places, and I've traveled, but like I have only stayed in New York, so it's a little bit more of a challenge for me to build up to just like uprooting my life because it's the first time that I've really done it other than like when I went to college. But I'm excited for new opportunities and just to get out of New York, to be honest. I'm currently doing lobbying in government, and although it has been financially cool, I just don't really have a passion for it, and it's exhausting because it's not like a 9 to 5 job. It's literally like all the time. Like politics doesn't have a timeline. But for me, I just don't know exactly what that is yet. So I've had to take some time and just try and start to explore that. I have a few months before we leave. So
well, y'all be expecting a lot of things from us. I think this is gonna be our official first post. It's like a hello.
A couple.
Yeah, hello. We're about to actually buy a camera. But yeah, so we're about to do that and so we can record more because we've been working not consistently. Actually,
Today will be 3 weeks.
Yeah. So we actually about to go like do some ab stuff and so we're going to the movies tonight. We're gonna go see
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yeah, so we're gonna see that. We've been working out. And we've been eating clean. We've been started back eating clean this week. Which is
Meal
good.
prepping.
So we've been doing that stuff so we can, have a better life and stuff. Be better, do better,
Have energy.
Yeah. So
yeah. Let us know in the comments, y'all, if you would like us to start a vlog channel aside from this, or if you would like to see our vlogs on this channel. Just let us know if there's any specific kind of content that you would like to see from us, and we'll try and meet where y'all at.
Yeah.
She was a good girl, she barely go to club. I changed her life, now she like fucking on the